This is very uncomfortable, you guys.
Coming to ask me whether or not I've been paid to talk about P. Diddy.
Why are you here? What do you mean? You're showing up at my house.
I don't know who these guys were. I don't even know if they were telling the truth.
What is this about the Diddy stuff I report on?
Part of the reason why I'm filming this video is to update you guys, but another part is to protect myself, because I would be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't scared of what is going on with Diddy. I mean, we cover a lot of things on this channel, and trust me, I get my fair share of cease and desist letters, but people typically do this, by the books. Diddy now is operating in a way I've never seen before, literally sending private investigators to go and approach influencers to ask them if they're being paid off by another entity to push these Diddy stories. Now, before we even go a second further, I want to clarify that I have never been paid off by any entity to make any video about anyone. Literally, ever. I don't even think I've been offered that before. I know that maybe sounds odd, but it's not a typical thing, at least I've seen in my kind of space. I mean, we see it with like the Michaela girl, and she gets paid off by the eyelash brand to fake the eyelashes, but I'm not over here pushing any narrative. This is me in my room. I'm editing this video myself tonight and posting it. Now, our story starts with Samson, because he took a video of this private investigator coming up to him. Again, I don't think he's the first one that was approached by, but I want to start with his story. This report claims that Samson is a TikToker, and he posted a video on his account which shows two private investigators who came to his doorstep in LA. I'm already a super aware person, but the way I've been really aware lately is next level. Literally no more posting in real time. The TikToker seems shocked, questioning why men showed up at his home. The private investigators asked him if he had been paid to talk about Diddy on his platform, which he's got like, I think 150K. He's at 118K on here. So I'm scared because I do have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Granted, they're different platforms, but shoot, doesn't that put me on the list? I don't know. Now, of course, Samson, like anyone else, was shocked, questioning why the men would show up at his home. They asked him if he had been paid to talk about Diddy on the platform, and of course he said no. Now let's go ahead and react to this video together. I slightly sped it up, not by much, you might not even be able to tell, but I wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. I will be listing both Samson and Amala's TikToks in the description below. Here's Samson's video.
So you guys are private investigators who have come to my private home asking about influencers?
Correct.
This is very uncomfortable, you guys.
I don't know why. I'll explain.
No, you're at my home.
Okay, so you don't want to talk to us then?
Wait, is this good cop? Wait, hold up. I did watch this video, so I'm letting you guys know. I feel like blue shirt is good cop, other guy's bad cop.
Broken some law?
Absolutely not.
And you have the thin blue. This is frightening. I think, can you guys step away from my home?
Well, we're in a public street, so the answer is no. But I'm not, listen, we're not trying to give you a hard time.
Why are you here? What do you mean? You're showing up at my house.
We're very nice and respectful, and we will be. I just have two quick questions for you, and if you want to be interested in it, great. If not, I'll have a nice day. We're not...
What is this?
If you want to be interested in it,
This is odd.
So...
You have to admit this is very weird.
It always is, and people always ask us the same questions. I'm happy to explain it to you. So
What?
very simply, we were just hired to speak to a few people that do, have a lot of followers and stuff like that on different platforms.
What is this about the Diddy stuff I report on?
Somewhat, yes. Not necessarily Diddy stuff, but people are involved in just stuff like that. So basically, a very simple question is are you paid to influence that's stories like that in any direction?
No, not at all.
That's all we wanted to know. Because if the company is, they're looking into people who are...
Are you guys going to pay me for this visit? Like, this is frightening.
So,
like, I'm super... You have to admit, if I came to your house, and like, I thought this was a joke. I thought I have a friend coming over business right now. Like, this is extremely weird for me. I have 100,000 followers. I'm not making any money.
That's one of the reasons why we're here, and that's the question that we're asking. If someone contacts you, say, in the last 6 months, and is paying you to influence in a certain way.
No.
Either one way...
Is it illegal?
I actually went into my email and I did a search to see if I had anyone that tried to reach out to me, and there's no record, nothing. And I was wondering, maybe this is your Beyonce and Jay-Z's people? I'm not sure.
If somebody would have?
So the answer is no.
Okay, I wish somebody would have. I'd love to be making real money off this.
Let me talk for 2 seconds. I'll explain to me. Try to make you feel better.
I mean, this is terrifying.
Very simply, if somebody was paying you,
right?
The company we work for are just asking that question.
Right.
If somebody was, they would just be willing to possibly offer you money to know who and see what's going on.
Well, they're paying me $1 million. Will you guys give me $2 million? I'm joking. But seriously, this is very odd, you guys. You guys came to my house. It makes me feel slightly good that maybe I'm getting some notoriety for this, but this is crazy.
So again, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So apparently there's tons of things influencing going around.
Okay.
A huge percentage of it is all bots. not real.
Interesting.
Certain
No,
things
I'm
are
real. Anything I report on about Diddy is coming from what other influencers, what news articles, and I'm a comedian. I put my spin on it, but nobody is paying me to do
And
that.
I've seen it, and I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very simple that if it was the fact that somebody was paying you,
Right.
people who were getting some negative, talk,
Would be interested
would be
in,
in finding that out and possibly going action either against that person
Right.
or
Am I at any danger for doing this?
zero. The only time you'd ever have any liability is if you said, "I know for a fact this person raped."
No, yeah, no. All of my, I'm satire. I'm a comedian.
And you have
You
to say
know,
allegedly.
I always say like, wow. I'm shocked that this is. I've never had fans come visit me. I'm just filming you guys because this freaked me out.
I'll tell you why. Because everything you do is real. And so many things are just bots.
Right, right.
So we got a list of about 15 people not just us,
Interesting.
that only post themselves.
Wow.
And we're just trying to find out if people are paying for the story to be
Okay,
pushed.
got
Or-
it.
Listen, everybody talks about it.
Okay.
I'm not an influencer whatsoever.
Right, right.
Guess what? Me and my friends talk about it once in a while.
Right.
Oh, you got you
Right,
know,
and I understand. I'm not looking to spread misinformation, and TikTok docks you very quickly. If I've had videos that are like, oh, that sounds threatening or this and that, but well, can I get your guys' information just so if I have something that comes up, I can contact you guys?
So to be honest, like
No?
we can't give out our company because
Okay.
they don't want to be linked to anybody.
Got
But
it.
My name is Robert James.
Okay, Robert.
Peter Deegan.
Okay,
And
cool.
we're
This
very
is crazy.
simply- Agreed. And again, we were gonna sit out here. We were gonna,
No, this is fine. Yeah, it's my cat Crunchy. I hope my wife is impressed. I mean, I just hope I was like, I'm trying to be a successful comedian. I would love, but it is freaky that you guys like come to my back door. This is kind of
well,
crazy.
I don't know where the front door is.
could-
Like,
I mean, I know, but even in my house, even though you guys are able to just find me is crazy. I mean, I guess it's not.
Well, just Google anybody's name.
I guess I just didn't expect anybody was looking for me at all. So
No, that's all. So
Okay.
anyway, so apparently you're doing something right because you're getting like, at least.
yeah, because you guys are visiting me. I wish you were two hot ladies visiting me. No, you guys are pretty yourselves.
I apologize.
Okay, well, thank you guys very much. Is that it?
No, that's all.
All right.
If you're like so and so's paying me.
Oh,
and they
right.
give us money, we can talk. I
No,
can put you in touch with
and I'm
somebody.
also too. I'm a truth seeker, so I couldn't be paid off to have somebody having me. You know, it depends how much money I guess my wife. You
So,
know,
I'm gonna
would,
be honest,
yeah.
The last people we've talked to,
Uh-huh.
everybody's just doing what they want. It's they do it because they love it. They
Yeah.
enjoy it,
And honestly, it's getting people to pay attention. So on TikTok, if people are paying attention, if I'm doing I did a no Diddy music video. Nobody cared about that. But if I get on and talk about
I
something,
understand, you're not bad.
Hey,
If,
thank you, yeah.
Beyonce wants this jelly or whatever,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
thank you.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, okay, I appreciate you guys coming by. This is odd, but maybe I'm
That's
onto
what it is.
something.
Again,
Okay.
if you are getting paid, then
Yeah.
maybe
We just
could
want to know
have,
by who,
had more
and
of
if
a
it was
conversation.
Interesting.
against our client, we would
Interesting.
look to pay for you.
Okay.
That's all.
Interesting.
Very simple.
Well, contact me again if there's some real money to be made because I need to make it. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. This
No
is
problem.
crazy.
We're sorry
Take
about
care. No, it's okay. It's okay.
There's something so creepy about the guy in the blue knowing this guy's content so well, referencing it at the end, saying, I know what you do because they're well versed. Another thing I noted is that he said that they spoke to another guy prior. Right now, I've got two people we're talking about in today's video who has been contacted by these PIs. I don't know of any other guys besides Samson, but they did say there was a list of 15. So am I part of that list of 15? If they're watching the content so well, I hope they can just watch this and I could tell them myself that I'm the same as Samson, except I don't think I can even get paid off, especially in this situation, because you guys would see, well, one, I just can't do it myself, but two, you guys would see right through it. It looks like Samson did file a harassment complaint against these guys, which I don't know if it's like a phone number or like it says phone calls. I don't know if he was called. I don't believe I've been called. I just don't quite understand that he did shake these people's hands on the way out. He put them in for harassment. So now another influencer named Amala, who I have reached out to. I don't think she read my message, but I did reach out to her because she was the first video I saw. I believe she's got like a 40-minute long video on her channel right now. I saw some comments about this, but she also claims she was visited by investigators. I 100% believe her, especially after what Samson has shared. In her TikTok video, she claims that they offered her money to ID, who is allegedly giving her cash to talk about Diddy. She insists that she did not receive any cash. She also claims the two guys told her they were hitting up 10 other influencers who have similar content. You guys can see in the comments, people are worried for influencers like Amala, Samson, and I. Dude, they work for Diddy. Call the cops. Don't talk to them. You talk too much. There was a recent news story about Diddy getting in trouble for witness intimidation. These guys could be trying to weasel their way into these influencers' lives to maybe allegedly, I don't know, possibly allegedly, like intimidate them. I don't know. I don't want to have any communication with anyone. I have a great lawyer. Oh, love my lawyer. Shout out to the lawyer. He will handle everything. Great guy. I'll sit there too silently, but in silence. I'm actually kind of shy in person. Oh, Could you believe it? Not when I'm on the red carpet, though. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Well, let's talk about the Amala video. I want to talk about this because the way that she describes it is creepy. They come to an old property that her address was, I guess, listed as, her name was listed under, and they tried looking for her, and I guess she knew someone who still lived at this property, so they contacted her, which put everyone on the phone. Now that's where our story is taking place.
2 private investigators just visited a place I used to live in search of me, and they were coming to ask me whether or not I've been paid to talk about P. Diddy and his connection to other celebrities on my show. Now, luckily, the person I used to live with called me on the phone so I could talk to these guys. They did not immediately disclose that they were private investigators. I had to coax that out of them through being quite hostile to them throughout the conversation, but they kept bringing up my content that I made in regard to P. Diddy and his connection to other celebrities. They would not say who they were working for and who had hired them to come and travel around to these different influencers, but they did say that they would be going to multiple influencers who are talking about these stories to figure out whether or not they're being paid by a specific entity to share them. Now, I am definitely not paid to talk about what I talk about on my channel, but they said not only would they pay me to disclose who I was being paid by, but they would pay me more than whatever I was getting to share the opposite story. I don't know who these guys were. I don't even know if they were telling the truth, but they did say there were 10 other influencers that they were going to be visiting. So I'm putting this out there in case this happens to anybody else, and I will be going more in depth as to what happened on my show today in case you want any further information. But this is very, very strange.
Honestly, I'll be recording any interaction that comes my way. You guys know I am maybe you don't know, but I as confident as I am, I'm also someone who's very, paranoid in the sense that I like to make sure I'm taken care of. So I don't doubt that I'm going to be okay, but I'm also going to highlight these stories and to put them out here because I found myself on the other end of movements like the Free Britney movement, and being transparent through that process really, I think, helped everyone involved, even people who were watching my channel, just understand the weight of what we were going against. When I came to my channel and shared the cease and desist letters and shared the fears and the threats and the things that were happening, during Britney's conservatorship and them trying to keep it under wraps, I came to my channel and I talked to you guys about it. I'm getting all stumbled up, but that's why I wanted to come on here and to highlight these stories. While I have not yet had an experience, a lot of you guys have been asking. I wanted to make sure that I'm uplifting fellow creators who I respect, and I want to make sure they're okay. And I think more people being aware of this, it kind of kills the tactic, really. I mean, are the PIs going to continue going around when this makes Diddy look ultimately even worse? There's no company. It's it's all coming from screenshots from news articles, So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in a new one soon. I'm going to edit this right now and put it out. It's 8:30 right now on my time, so we'll see what happens. I love you guys.